The Ukrainian Defense Forces have struck again at a Russian solid rocket fuel production facility in the Rostov region. This conclusion can be drawn from the photos published by local telegram channels. The reports of a huge column of smoke rising from the outskirts of the town of Kamensk-Shakhtinsky began to appear in the local media around 2 p.m. One of the photos published by the Rostov Glavny telegram channel made it clear to determine the angle and location of the shooting. The photo was taken from a residential building on Voroshilova Street. The angle indicates that the smoke is rising from the territory of the Kamensky plant or a warehouse located nearby. The means of destruction of the facility is unknown. The General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine did not report the attack. The plant produces solid propellants, in particular for rockets and ballistic missiles. On December 18th, a missile strike by the Armed Forces of Ukraine hit the buildings of the Russian enterprise Kamensky Combine in the Rostov region. Analysts also noted that many other buildings at the plant had been protected by nets, presumably from drone strikes. The Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation also stated that ATACMS tactical ballistic missiles had allegedly been used. In total, at least 10 missiles were used, which were attempted to be shot down by Russian air defense, but satellite images show that at least some of them reached their targets. The attack on Russia's largest commercial port, Ust-Luga, in the Leningrad region, was carried out by the Security Service of Ukraine, revealed a source in Ukraine's defense forces speaking to Ukrainska Pravda. According to the source, on January 4th, long-range drones from the Security Service of Ukraine covered over 900 kilometers, reaching near St. Petersburg and successfully striking the target. Videos from Russian social media show one of the drones hitting gas condensate storage tanks. As a result of the strike, one tank sustained severe damage, while 3 adjacent tanks were damaged by shrapnel from the explosion. Experts say repairs will take at least a month, provided materials are available, and will undoubtedly lead to disruptions in terminal operations, the source adds. The Ust-Luga terminal is a major Russian logistics hub in the Baltic Sea. Through this port, Russia sells oil and gas using the Shadow Fleet. Ukrainian drone attacks have left 6 settlements in the Belgorod region without electricity, according to Governor Vyacheslav Gladkov. Affected areas: Borisovka, Novoe, Konovalovo, Davidkin, Plotovka, and Plotvianka. Russian military channels claim that in the Kursk direction, Russian forces reportedly recaptured Novosotnitskoye and stopped Ukrainian advances toward Berdyn. Control was also reportedly established over Leonidov, with assault actions ongoing in Alexandria, without proof, so far. Fighters from the Kraken Company not only eliminated the Chief of Staff of the Storm Ossetia Battalion Sergei Melnikov, but also took out several units of Russian transport. Warthog Defense reported that the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine has neutralized the Chief of Staff of the Storm Ossetia Battalion. The liquidation took place on the Vasilivka-Tokmak Highway on December 29, 2024, by the DIU's Kraken Regiment using an FPV drone. The elimination was the result of an effective operation in which Sergei Melnikov, known as the Chief of Staff of the Storm Ossetia Battalion, was killed. His driver was killed along with him. Before the drone ambush, intelligence officers of the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine obtained important information, including details of the route and schedule of movement of the Chief of Staff of the Russian battalion in the temporarily occupied territories of the Zaporizhzhia region. Military expert Ivan Stupak suggests that a potential new Ukrainian offensive in the Kursk region could have dual objectives: 30% military and 70% political. On the military side, the goal would be to force Russia to relocate troops from areas like Pokrovsk and Kurakhove to Kursk, thereby creating a new pressure point. Politically, the offensive could aim to expose the weakness of Russian authorities and increase tension within Russian society.
What is this? Is this an attempt, perhaps another attempt by Ukrainians to distract the Russians from eastern Ukraine, to force them to partially withdraw their forces from Pokrovsk, from Kurakovo, what remains, to move them to Kursk, basically creating another major point of tension that we have here, you have here, urgently sending something here, otherwise you'll be in big trouble here. It's very primitive. This is one military component. The political component, 70%, I think this is more about, again, remind that we can do this, again, show that the Russian government is weak, that everything is awkward, everything is crooked, the Russians have been silent for a day, not saying anything. Officially, everything is being shifted to lower-ranking officials. Deputy Minister of Defense Yevkurov, governor of the Kursk region, Kinstein. They are the ones taking the heat, talking about everything. Possibly this is also an attempt to create tension in Russian society, create a certain number of internally displaced people, so they move. For example, Barnaul, Arkhangelsk, Moscow, St. Petersburg. I'm telling you, there's a war, you understand, and in this way influence what is in Russian politics. But this is more of a story about let's use Kursk Oblast as a bargaining chip with the Russian Federation. I would say it sounds kind of good, but technically and practically I can't imagine how this could be done.
Reportedly, a strike on the Milarovo airfield on the night of December 24th hit a technical post, according to Cyber Boroshno. The Ukrainian Ministry of Defense has commissioned Rheinmetall to deliver additional 35mm ammunition for the Gepard anti-aircraft gun. The new order comprises 180,000 rounds of HEIT ammunition, high explosive incendiary with tracer, and was booked in December of 2024. The order value is in the high double-digit million euro range and is being funded by Germany. Already in February of 2023, Rheinmetall received an order to supply 300,000 rounds of Gepard ammunition to Ukraine. The ordered ammunition can be used to effectively refight various airborne targets, such as drones. It will be produced at Rheinmetall's site in Unterlüß. Due to the increased demand for 35mm ammunition, the production line at the site was rebuilt at great expense in a very short time in the spring of 2023. Until today, the Federal Republic of Germany has handed over a total of 55 Gepard anti-aircraft tanks to Ukraine, which had been decommissioned by the Bundeswehr. There, they have proven their value in air defense for more than 2 years. Rheinmetall has also supplied the attacked country with various state-of-the-art air defense systems such as Skynex, using the programmable AHEAD airburst ammunition.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.